Oh, what is going on, everybody?
Hello.
It is Pixel Partners here, and welcome back to Phoenix Wright. Don't this is where we left off. We've been talking about the bullets and the guns, and then how we found the tiny bullet in the wrong side of the room. But Blackwell says they found that there's an easy explanation for it, and I don't buy it. So we're gonna hear what he has to say. He's like, what?
Oh, no.
Oh, great director Cosmos.
Oh, Jesus.
Yes? Is there something you'd like me to expound upon?
Oh, God.
You were in fact not in the control room to the east, were you? You were looking into the lounge from the door to the south, is that not right?
Well, I guess you've got me there. Gah!
What are you getting at? Use your own brain. Your head must have some use other than housing that bird's nest.
Oh.
Bird's nest? Why does everyone pick up my hair?
Well, I mean, Phoenix, have you seen it?
Yeah. Dr. Cosmos and the detective witnessed the scene from the southern door. The killer fired at them there, and that is why the bullet was found in the south. That makes some sense, actually. Also, the witness being at the southern door is rather favorable to the prosecution. Huh? I've got a bad feeling about this. How about it, director? If you don't tell the truth this time.
Uh-oh.
Yikes! There's handcuffs! My God!
You'll become rust upon my sword. I relish the chance to cut you down, a great man.
Jesus.
All right, I'll just put this all away. You are correct. I, the great Yuri Cosmos, was looking into the room from the southern door.
What? That's the complete opposite of all the testimonies you've given so far. And now you've lost your possibility the third person was in the room. I have? How? The director and the detective were near the southern door. Meaning the killer couldn't have escaped through there. The western door acquired print recognition. The corridor beyond was filled with smoke. The only escape route left was the eastern control room door. And the only way to get through there was with Director Cosmos' fingerprints.
Boy.
In short, there would be no escape for any third person had there been one. Oh! My third person just disappeared, like in one of Trucy's magic tricks.
Shout out to Trucy.
Shout out to our homegirl.
Yeah.
Order in the court. Director Cosmos, why did you tell such an outrageous lie?
Because you were covering for the defendant. Isn't that right?
Yes, it was all for the love of my men. If I said it was in the eastern control room, it would mean the culprit could have escaped through the southern door. It would have meant that there could have been a third person. All I want to do is protect Starbuck. I said it was in the control room to invent an escape route for the third person.
What a convoluted lie. Was he really covering up for the defendant?
Looks like we've come to a conclusion that the defense argument, possibly for the third person, has crumbled.
No!
It's over. Yikes, the judge is about to hand down his verdict. Think, Phoenix, think.
Phoenix, do your Phoenix thing.
This is the perfect time to try and turn my thinking around. If a third person had no way of escaping the scene, then what if one of the people at the scene was the third person? Wait, what if the whole premise is all wrong? Director Cosmos said that he and Detective Arm rushed to the scene together. Well, if that premise isn't true, what if one of them reached the scene before the other one? And if that person entered the lounge, then they would be the third person.
The defendant is the only one who could have killed the victim and shot at the director. Doesn't appear to be any room for argument against these claims. I will now render my verdict.
Objection! Please wait, Your Honor. There is still one possibility.
Oh, this had better be good, Mr. Wright.
There is one and only one person who could have escaped from the scene. And that person would be the first person who arrived on the scene. Then upon entering the boarding lounge, the second person to arrive came via the southern door. That's why the first person fled from the room. using an escape route that was accessible only to them.
Well, let's hear more about this theory. Who's the one person who could have escaped from the boarding lounge?
That would be Mr. Oh, why are they here?
Oh no!
Clonko and Ponko, I love you guys. Become my witnesses. I wanted. Oh my god. Anyways, Yuri Cosmos, or could a robot have had X? Yuri Cosmos.
What? But that's... Mr. Wright, what are you claiming here?
Of all the people who were at the scene, only the witness could have escaped. The director is the only one with the authority to open the control room door, after all.
But that means...
Exactly.
What does that mean?
The true identity of the third person is our current witness. Director Yuri Cosmos.
That looks very nauseating.
What?
What?
What the fuck?
Even she's like, what?
You're doing what now, Sonny?
Order in the court, I say. Mr. Wright, you will explain yourself in more detail.
Yeah, that man's a national treasure.
I assert that Director Cosmos arrived at the scene before Detective Arm and entered the boarding lounge alone. Detective Arm arrived after that end and, god damn it, saw a suspicious figure who was actually Director Cosmos standing in the lounge.
A sus fig.
And that's why she fired those 2 warning shots.
God, I've been hit on the starboard side.
Captain Wright, it's a direct hit on the enemy ship, sir. A magnificent shot.
Let's sink this battleship.
Warning shots fired from the enemy ship. Prepare to intercept.
He's just like, oh my god.
Cosmos, you have told a lie in this court once again.
They've been hit. I've been hit on the port side. The enemy is calling in reinforcements.
Oh my god.
Earth, the Cosmos Control Center, requesting permission to ask thee return to reality.
He's not well.
But my ship will not go down anything less than an eligible weapon of evidence.
But I do have evidence. In fact, you could say that your battleship bears its scar. If Director Cosmos is the third person or Black Quill saw, this third person fired Detective Arm and Director Cosmos with their gun. And in return, the detective fired her warning shots. Isn't that how it really went down, Director Cosmos?
It looks like you've introduced my American sales survival. Yes, you're absolutely correct. A mystery person fired upon us.
And Cosmos must have been the one who fired the 10 caliber gun. When Detective Arm discovered him in the lounge, it only makes sense that he would have turned and shot at her. Therefore, the evidence in the director's body is of a different kind of relevance than before. Once being paired against another piece of evidence, the mark that you receive from the third party will be all the proof we need to prove that you were the one there in the lounge.
Bring through the right back.
Oh my god.
The person against this piece of evidence will prove that they were once in the lounge. So are we? Wait. So
That they were the one in the lounge.
So I think we want to compare this bullet to his
The dent in his
to the
thing.
dent in his thing.
Yeah.
So we could be like, it's different. Hang on, just in case I am completely wrong, I'll go and save this. Alright. Let's run with it.
Yep.
The 38 caliber bullet found on the floor at the scene that didn't hit the oxygen tank. It hit Director Cosmos' metal. If we have that ricochet mark on the metal analyzed, I'm sure the caliber will match up. And if that mark proves to be from a 38 caliber bullet, it'll prove that you are the third person we've been looking for.
Yep. What? Were those words?
I guess they were.
If that's true, then what about the bullet that hit the oxygen tank?
It was the 10 caliber bullet. In other words, it was the bullet fired by Yuri Cosmos. Isn't that right, Director?
No! You've got it all wrong! What? You just started again? God dang finger machine, it's a miracle! I'm not going down yet!
He's not okay.
No, he's not.
Witness, stop this at once and confess the truth!
If you don't want the history books to say that a great man was a great liar,
Then accept your fate and tell the truth.
Are you giving me orders? Be the great director of the Cosmos Space Center! But the cosmos revolves around me.
Oh my god.
He's still going.
He's still spinning.
You spin me.
Someone get me off this thing.
Did he break it? I love their faces.
Order in the court, my goodness, will someone please stop the witness from spinning?
Oh,
He
Jesus.
broke it.
He's broken many things. Oh, grab patties. Oh.
What? Thank goodness we were able to stop him from spinning off the face of the earth.
While he was twirling, I took the liberty of running analysis on the mark on the metal. It was made by a 38
Boom.
caliber bullet, matching it with the size of a Detective Arms firearm.
He's like, interesting.
You ready to confess the truth, witness?
No, you got it all wrong. It's just a misunderstanding.
Is he going to start piling on more lies?
It looks like it. But no matter how many lies he tells, I'll just expose them one by one. I'll make that big liar tell the truth.
That's what Phoenix do.
And then this whole testimony is the truth. Oh, it's to be continued. Never mind.
Oh.
They're gonna make us wait for the truth. Save. Return to their story. Oh, hello.
Dr. Cosmos, a new possibility has been presented by the defense. They're claiming that you were a third person.
Forgive me. I'm so sorry. So the great pioneer of space development was revealed to be just another fabulous liar.
Fabulous cur.
Fuck.
Did you say liar?
I did.
Where'd you get that from?
I read that entirely wrong. I only have
He was a horrible liar.
I only have one question for the likes of you. Shall I send you off quickly or very quickly?
Please don't kill me.
The evidence doesn't lie, Director Cosmos. So I'm trying to talk your way out of this.
Fine, I'll tell you the truth. It's all just as you say, Mr. Wright. And it's true that I was there in the boarding lounge. I got the protective arm, and when she arrived, she fired warning shots at me. Cow! Kaplow! I was afraid people would mistake me for the killer, so I escaped to the control room. And then I went past the elevators and all the way around the boarding lounge one again. I came up behind Detective Arm and pretended to be the second on the scene.
What a troublesome old man you are with such convoluted deeds and thoughts.
I see. So then, are you still insisting that you did not kill the victim?
Of course I am. When I arrived at the lounge alone, I saw the true killer. The great Yuri Cosmos was a history-making witness.
How can we even believe you?
Now hold on just one moment. We just proved a few minutes ago that the third person that Mr. Starbuck and Mr. Blackwell saw was you.
No, it wasn't me. I saw the person as well. If I were the killer, why would I lie to cover for Starbuck? I would just leave him behind to take the fall.
That is an excellent point. He has it right there. Yeah.
All I want to do was protect Starbuck. I said it was in the control room to invent an escape from the third person.
Well, it makes some sense if he told those lies to cover for Mr. Starbuck.
Still, a lie's a lie, Athena.
So Director Cosmos claims he's not the culprit, but where's the proof?
I just remembered I have an alibi. Miss Blackwell
You
says...
just conveniently remembered that you have an alibi?
Miss Blackwell said she saw the killer at 10 a.m., correct?
Yes, and?
Well, I was on the 4th floor helping with the evacuation effort. Ask any member of the staff you'd like. They'll corroborate me.
The director is not fibbing to the court for once. I confirm that he has an alibi for the time specified.
Huh.
So, you're claiming Miss Blackwell saw the killer commit the crime first at 10 a.m. And that you arrive at the lounge after that?
Yes, and I believe the person I saw is the same person that Miss Blackwell saw. Although it was pitch black, so it was more of a shadowy figure and less of a person. And I couldn't actually see their face, but it was definitely the silhouette of an earthling.
Oh my god. As long as he has an alibi, we can't very well claim Director Cosmos was the killer.
No, we can't. Then again, maybe we don't need to yet. I wonder if he was really covering for Mr. Starbuck. Your Honor, the defense moves to have the director testify about the person he saw.
Very well. Dr. Cosmos, your testimony, please.
All right, what you got
No
for me?
lies, for God's sake, man.
what you really witnessed. As I tried to enter the lounge, the true killer inside fired a gun at me. I had to avoid getting shot, but when I tried to get another look, they'd vanished into thin air.
Okay.
I was near the elevator side of the door, and well, the launchpad 1 door. And the control room door should have been shut tight to the killer.
So you were shot at by the killer as well? And then they disappeared?
Yes, though luckily no harm came to my glorious body. Unfortunately, the bullet hit Terran's oxygen tank. I know because I heard a pang. That must have been the sound of the tank being ruptured.
Wait, but I thought the bullet hit his metal.
That was Detective Arm's bullet, remember?
Right. What a mess this is turning into. So let's see. Dr. Cosmos is claiming that when he found Mr. Terran and his killer, the culprit shot a 10 caliber bullet at him.
Right, but it actually hit Mr. Terran's oxygen tank and ruptured it.
And then the killer disappeared and the director went into the boarding lounge. When Detective Arm caught up and fired those warning shots at him. Judging by his metal, it looks like one of them almost took him out too.
Good summary, but that doesn't explain where our mystery killer went.
No.
Dr. Cosmos, I was wondering if you could elaborate on when the figure disappeared.
I'm ashamed to admit I tried to hide myself when I was shot at, but when I peeped back into the lounge, the real killer was gone. I rushed into the lounge straight away to investigate. But what I found was Terran with a knife in his chest and Starbuck out cold on the floor.
So we have a culprit who vanished from a scene that had no escape route.
The trash chute.
I vanished without a trace. It's truly like one of the great mysteries of the cosmos.
Not really.
Huh. A riddle of the ages indeed. But I'd rather know how a fibbing leech such as you can be lauded as great.
A great man is always misunderstood in his own time, but he must remain true to himself even if those around him don't understand.
Well, that might be the first true statement he said all day. But how do you suppose this person managed to vanish so suddenly? Simple, because it was Space Boy himself. When he was spotted by the director in Aura, he quickly feigned unconsciousness. That would certainly take all the mystery out of the idea of a vanishing culprit. I want to raise an objection, but I don't have any counter-evidence. Dr. Cosmos, when you saw this person, did you also see Mr. Starbuck on the floor?
No, because it was as dark as a black hole in there. I didn't see Starbuck until the other person vanished and I entered the room.
That wasn't exactly helpful.
No.
I'm prepared to accept your surrender, Wright, Dono.
No.
I can't find any holes in this testimony, but I can't give up.
Mr. Wright, why don't you let me help?
Huh?
While the director was giving his testimony, I detected a cacophony of discord. Really?
Which means he's hiding his true feelings from us, huh? This is gonna help us find out what happened to our vanished killer. That'd be great, Athena. Let's see what you can do with him.
You got it, boss. I wouldn't want to miss this chance to delve into a great mind. Yuri Cosmos, prepare to hand over the secrets to your heart to me.
What? In Davy Jones' locker you go.
What? This is space, I thought.
I'm a space pirate.
Why are you talking about Davy Jones? That's the ocean.
The Davy Jones of the sky.
What?
I don't know. Okay, so as you tread down the lounge. Okay. Trailing inside fired a gun at me.
Davy Jones's black hole.
Anger, sadness, surprise. I'm pretty sure most of those make sense.
For, being shot at.
Yep. I had to avoid getting shot. Okay. But when I tried to get another look, they had vanished into thin air. You'd think
Why is there no surprise there?
I thought you'd think you'd be surprised if they vanished.
Yeah.
I was near the elevator side door.
Okay.
And while the launchpad 1 door...
Why was there...
That was a very interesting... Okay, that one stands out a lot.
Yeah.
So, well, the launchpad 1 door... And the launchpad 1 door is the one where I noted that in the picture, or in the video, the knob was turned sideways.
But that's why Blackwell was so interested in it, too.
Yeah, so I'm gonna pinpoint this and see where this leads. Why are you sad about this rocket? Correct me if I'm wrong, but you seem to be afraid of the launchpad door.
That's right, it's fear and sadness.
The great Yuri Cosmos, afraid? And what basis do you have for that outlandish accusation?
Whether I have any basis or not, you seem quite distressed by it.
I'm most certainly not.
Dude.
Director Cosmos, there's something about the launch pad door you're not telling us, isn't there?
Okay.
Oh, God. Wow, he's speechless. Looks like you hit the nail on the head, boss.
What if, because of the fire and the power outage, that door wasn't working? So that's like an emergency switch to like emergency open the door? Like how on automatic doors you have emergency switches to hold them open and that kind of thing. So it could be a situation like that.
Maybe, I don't know.
Let's see. So that door was open and make an escape route.
It's working, boss. One more punch and it'll be a knockout. There seems to be one more emotion that's at odds with his testimony. Go get him!
Okay, back in that matrix it is. Time to pinpoint our way to victory. Okay, so I don't think it's changed. I think they're saying there's one more that was there. So we're gonna go ahead and yeah, nothing's changed. Nothing's changed. Okay, so we hit that one, and I think the other
Was
one
it because there was no surprise?
That's the other one that we're on. But when I tried to get another look, yeah, I'd say it's the lack of surprise here.
Yeah. Or would you just be like, oh, well, nothing. Oh.
You must have thought it was very strange that the killer vanished in the thin air.
I did. That kind of thing just doesn't happen usually.
And he wouldn't be surprised because the door was open.
That's why he would be afraid, because he's like, oh no, they got out through there or something. Yeah.
And yet, at that time, you barely registered any shock at the occurrence.
What? What are you?
I can only think of one reason as to why you weren't surprised by the killer's vanishing act. You must have had a good idea of where they went. Isn't that right?
No, what? No, of course not. That's preposterous. Only I can enter the control room. And the area beyond the launch pad door was filled with smoke, making it impassable. And as for the southern door, I was standing right there. So there was nowhere for the killer to run to.
Maybe, or maybe not. You went into the room to check on Mr. Starbuck and Mr. Terran, yes? What if the culprit took the opportunity to silently slip out through the southern door?
I highly doubt it. As you recall, right after I entered the lounge, Detective Arm came rushing towards it herself via the southern hallway. And I'm trying to escape through it there would have been caught by her.
And yet the director wasn't surprised the killer vanished. So you're absolutely sure there was no escape route for the culprit to use?
I'll just input those two pieces of data and yes, just what I wanted to see.
Noise level down. We're breaking you apart.
Presto changeo, less discord. Looks like we're on the right track.
Thanks, Athena. Now to make sense of what we've learned. Dr. Cosmos wasn't surprised that the culprit suddenly vanished from the lounge, which points to the possibility that he knew where the killer had escaped to. Furthermore, talking about the door to the launch pad made him uneasy. In other words, he's probably hiding something about the launch pad 1 door. When we put these two pieces together, only one solution to this puzzle comes to mind.
That they went through there.
Dr. Cosmos, did the killer really escape through here?
Launchpad 1 door.
The
Why are
culprit
you
was...
singing the Andy Griffith theme all of a sudden?
I don't know.
Where'd that come from?
But my brain, as weird as that may be, the culprit went through the launch pad 1 door to escape, didn't they?
Yes. I mean, no, disaster to starboard. We're going to crash into the asteroid.
A master tactician you are not.
Was that supposed to be a Yoda thing?
Maybe.
Master technician, you are not.
But the area beyond the door was filled with smoke, wasn't it?
True, but this is still the illogical answer there is. If we can just figure out what the director is hiding about the launch pad 1 door, we should be able to iron out all the logical inconsistencies.
But that door requires fingerprint recognition. Only Starbuck, Terran, and I have access. I don't see how the killer could have opened that security lock, do you?
Little knob thingy-ma-diggy.
That's an easy one. The killer was right there in the boarding lounge, meaning there's a way he could have easily gotten past that security lock. Come to think of it, we did examine the prints on the fingerprint recognition device. I propose that the killer used this person's fingerprints to get past the security lock. It was Clay's fingerprints, right?
Yeah.
If I remember right, it's been a little bit. That's the wrong person.
Oh. Oh no, his hair.
My hair. That person's fingerprints were not found on the device.
It wasn't.
You sound so
Wasn't
sure
it?
only
I
produced
thought
this
it
nonsense.
was. I thought it was.
It must have been Starbucks then.
I thought it was Cosmos.
Was it?
I thought so.
Do we have it here? Control room door lock?
Wow, are they really
That's
having
the
us
control
rely on
room
our
lock.
memory?
Starbucks prints are found on the door lock.
Oh,
There
it
we
was
go.
Starbucks.
From the menu I was at, I couldn't go to the court records, so I couldn't remember from there, but
Yeah.
now I know. What were you thinking? Well, I was thinking my girl could use a trim. Oh,
Oh no, it's gone.
Oh my god, oh, it's back.
back. He keeps making new ones.
Every time you get it out, another one falls into place.
It's like a Medusa head.
Yeah.
That's enough. Free haircuts are to be gotten on your own time, Mr. Wright.
Yes, Your Honor. I can recommend Barbara Blackwell if you value your head. Alright, being in the lounge, the killer would have had access to a certain person's prints. Come to think of it, you know, examine it, I'm just getting past so I can go back there and do
Yeah.
the right answer this time. Killer used this person's fingerprints to get past the security lock. I couldn't remember which one, so now I will produce Solomon Starbuck.
That's it.
Mr. Starbuck was lying unconscious there in the boarding lounge. Anybody could have easily gotten past the security lock by using Mr. Starbuck's prints.
Yep.
And actually, Mr. Starbuck's prints are exactly what we found on the device's screen.
And if he was the killer, his prints wouldn't be there because he would have escaped.
And he would have had his gloves on at the time, I'm pretty sure. So
Oh, yeah.
it looks like he does have something to hide about the Launchpad 1 door. And I'm betting it's got something to do with the culprit's escape route. But I don't have enough information to see the whole picture yet.
You know, something just occurred to me. Would you like to hear it?
Huh? Yes, by all means.
There's a security camera on boarding lounge 1.
Right, the one that recorded the victim and the defendant. What about it, Your Honor?
If the true culprit escapes into the Launchpad 1 corridor, then that might be recorded on the security footage as well. Then the mystery would be solved. What do
only
you
that-
think of my logic?
Well, you're way behind on us, because that's already fucked.
Yeah, we tried.
Foolish old man.
Even we know the camera was busted, sir.
I hope you didn't strain your faculties too much for that, your baldness.
I beg your pardon?
Look, if we play the security footage beyond this point...
Yep, just dies.
Oh my, your footage cuts off.
The camera's running on backup power, but apparently the power cables were damaged. Most likely by the after effects of the explosion. There's no footage after this, be it of the criminals or space aliens.
And I thought it was such a good idea, too.
Just because your grandchild is watching from the gallery, doesn't mean you should try and show off too much. Grandpa Baldness.
Prosecutor Blackwell, how did you know about my grandchild?
I think his grandchild just learned a little about the harshness of the adult world.
My God. Setting aside the issue of grandchildren, I'd like to have the witness continue. Dr. Cosmos, could you tell us more about when you entered the lounge?
If I must.
Alright, so what's the new bit on here? So,
I hid to avoid getting shot.
yeah, that's
Fear,
fair.
yeah.
After the killer vanished, I went into the lounge.
There she is.
But that's when Detective Arm appeared from the elevator side door. Surprise, motherfucker. And then the detective shot at me.
I see the anger,
Anger
yeah.
and sadness, makes sense.
Well, fear.
Or, yeah, anger, fear, sadness.
Anger,
So you see,
fear,
the killer could have
surprise.
only escaped to the launch pad, right?
Okay, so... Actually, stuff this is updated. Must be... But I don't see anything that would be wrong with that.
What, wrong with being angry?
It makes sense to be angry to get shot at, to be fearful to get shot at, and to be surprised to get shot at. But this is what was updated on us. And this doesn't have anything here, so you see the killer could have only escaped to the launch pad, right? Is it the fact that the surprise went down? Or is it the fact that why would he be so surprised of her showing up in the first place?
Like, that's a lot of it. That's
I
a
think
lot
that's the
of
only
surprise.
thing that I can really go with right now off the top of my head. I could be wrong though. I think that was it.
That was a
silent.
lot of surprise.
Dr. Cosmos,
Almost as if you was expecting her to be dead.
why were you so
know.
surprised when Detective Arm found you, and again when she fired? Isn't that a bit unnatural?
Sadly, even great men such as myself have ordinary human feelings. Our bodies are bound by the forces of gravity and emotions. Even a great man such as myself experiences surprise on occasion.
Yes, I'm sure you do. But my real point is not the fact that you were surprised, but rather what you were surprised by.
Pardon me?
First, you were surprised when Detective Arm found you in the lounge. And just after that, you were, of course, again surprised when she shot at you. But considering what you were surprised about, a strange phenomenon occurs here. Dr. Cosmos, what is strange about your surprise reaction is the fact that you were more surprised when she came.
Yeah, when she showed up.
Sure, you were surprised when Detective Arm shot at you.
Yeah.
But the surprise you felt when she found you in the lounge was much greater.
It was crazy.
The fact that you were more surprised by simply being found than by being shot at suggests to me that you were conflicted about whether it was you, whatever it was you were doing there.
Uh-huh.
The enemy has acquired a new weapon! Commence Operation Hide Under Your Desk!
Please tell me I finally sunk his battleship. D4.
Still down to 30. Boss, I'm getting less Discord now. That must mean he really is hiding something about that launch pad door.
Whatever he's hiding most likely has something to do with the killer's escape.
Wonder what it could be.
Me too, and you know what?
We're
We're
gonna
gonna
find out next time.
time. Yeah, you're onto it. Oh yeah, the mystery. It palpitates itself. Palpitates. There we go.
Palpatine?
Do it. Kill him. Do it. Feel the dark side.
Oh God.